Ka's job was to ensure the pharaoh's immortality. He did this by helping design and build some of Egypt's most extraordinary monuments, both tombs and temples. This is one such project from the reign of Amenhotep III, the Solar Court in Luxor Temple. It's a revolutionary design as it moved away from the dark and cloistered shrine to an open celebration of the sun. In return, like all state employees, Ka and Merit were given the things they needed in the village: a home, a tomb, food, water, even servants. This was the highly organised world of the middle classes. Women had rights, many kids an education, and literacy was far higher in the village than elsewhere in Egypt. In Ka and Merit's time, the village consisted of about 20 houses. And while we don't know exactly which one was their house, it was almost certainly one of the larger ones, here at the northern end. Perhaps even this one. So, we go into the front room here. And this would be an area really where the sort of women of the house hung out, chatted, gossiped and so forth. Kids running in and out up the stairs. Around the corner into the perhaps most important room in the house. And here, I absolutely love this. This is built-in furniture. It's kind of like a divan, a chaise longue, if you like. And this is where the gentlemen of the house would sit of an evening, drinking beer, having a chat. Then back up here, up this little step, and then into this area, which is quite a considerable size for a room like this, and probably storage, but also a bedroom where the beds or the sleeping mats would have been placed. So as we progress a little further into the highest part of the house, we come into a storage area, maybe for clothes, but almost certainly for food and drink also, because this area directly adjoins this wonderful fitted kitchen. And this is extraordinary because we've actually got the built-in oven at the back of the house. We even see these on the ostraca when they're doing little sketches of ladies blowing into the oven to keep the fire hot, and then they can cook the bread and so forth. And then here, ancient Egyptian refrigerator where you'd place pottery vessels with drink in. You'd want a cool drink on a day like this. You can understand why. And the only way to do this was to sink the vessels into a pit deeper in the ground. Little tiny temporary roof over it to keep it as chilled as possible. So fridge, oven, they've got everything they needed. And of course, at either side aren't rooms of this house, but these are the neighbours' houses. These are a terrace street, if you like, of back-to-back houses of the sort Britain had in the Industrial Revolution. So the neighbours were never very far away, and the concept of privacy, certainly in this little corner of ancient Egypt, was a completely unknown thing. Life in the village was almost entirely supported by the state. A daily procession of donkeys would carry water up from the Nile Valley to be decanted into a central cistern. Each household was entitled to an average of 100 litres per day for drinking, cooking and bathing. Less than half a mile from the village lies another crucial remnant of this highly organised infrastructure. Although built a little after Ka's time, grain stores like these acted as a kind of bank. Money didn't exist in Egypt at this time, so at the end of each month, Ka would have received his salary as a ration of wheat and barley.